I gotta check on the Twitter, and then I'll share it on other platforms as well.
All right, what's going on, everybody?
We're
What's up,
live?
Faded?
Yo, what's good?
You
What's
really
good? I
out
want
here,
to make
bro.
sure it's tweeted out, and I'll share it on other platforms. Holy
Okay.
fuck.
Yeah. You got to make sure you mute it off of your page, otherwise you will hear an echo for sure. But
Yeah.
dude, I'm happy to be here as essentially your first guest. I guess I'm not really a guest. I'm your co-host for interviewing the top contestants on Bags app. And dude, I can't believe they're giving away $4 million to hackathon winners. I mean, that is actually kind of insane when you really put it into perspective. I mean, if you look at all of these other hackathons that go on, even like from these large foundations, you don't even see those at the $4 million level. So the fact that they're willing to put that much back into their builders is extremely bullish for me. And I'm super happy about everything that's going on and all the builders. I mean, the builders are going crazy. I mean, they're applying with some of the craziest tech that I've ever seen. And I just can't wait to interview them. I can't wait to talk to these people face to face and or face to PFP, depending on if they're dogs or not, and just have like a good conversation about
Yeah.
everything. So, but yeah, no, I appreciate you having me here. And yeah, I don't know. Do you want to get into it? Like, what do
I'm
you
down to
want?
get into it. I'm down to get it. We have our first guest joining really, really shortly. I'm just sharing on other socials. If you're just joining us as well too, it literally costs you $0, but it makes sure that we can continue to produce this type of content for you. Just go ahead and like and retweet it. Leave a comment. Do what you got to do. Appreciate that a bunch. And like I said, it allows us to continue to bring you this type of content and make it better and better and better and better over time. I'm just going ahead and sharing it on my Telegram, sharing it on my Instagram. I've been growing cross-platform on like all these different channels because I do
That's
think
good.
it is, bro. I think it's so important. I think it's the biggest alpha. I tell every single project I meet with right now, I'm like, yo, you guys need to be focused on cross-platform growth. Need to be focused on cross-platform growth. Like 100% top priority. They really, really need to put a big emphasis on that. There you go. I just shared it on my IG, Telegram, whatever. I can't read the chat. Chat's not pulling up on StreamYard. So if you guys are in the chat, let me see if I can pull that up really quickly.
I pulled it up on X too. So
you're pulling it up too. Let's see. Blowing up. I just shared it on a bunch of different profiles. All right. Oh shit.
good.
All right, guys. Yeah. I'm just gonna pop out this so I can actually read it. You guys got some comments and questions and concerns. I will say this. Hey, as we're going through every single one of these projects, if you guys have questions, if you want us to grill them, if you want us to ask them certain things, that's what we're here for. Nobody's paying us to do this. Nobody's paying us to like have a favorable opinion. I'm here. I'll be honest, like I'm excited about the tech. I'm excited about the community of builders. I'm excited about all that stuff. I'm here for the fucking alpha, bro. I'm just being straight up with you guys. I'm here for the alpha. I want to know what I can get in early, what can potentially win this hackathon, what could potentially make me some bread. I'm just being straight up. I'll be honest with you guys. Like that's my primary interest in this.
Hey, that's fine, dude. I mean, me personally, I love to just see people build and do cool stuff in the space. And right now, there's this crazy competition going on, and dude, I love friendly competition. That's one thing that I'm a huge proponent of, and I love that they're doing this crazy hackathon. I mean, I'm not a builder myself. I build things like Legos and stuff like that, but when it comes to building cool tech, it's just not in my willpower. But I will say, with the vibe coding tech that's out there these days and all the different AI tools, I feel like you could actually have a chance at winning something like this. And I might have to just enter. I might have to just figure out something that I know people need and just enter into this. So Yeah, do you want to go through like what the
Let's go
Bags
through it. Let's
Hackathon
go
is?
through it. Let's go through it. And I will say, guys, I am trolling a little bit. I am a massive advocate for both community and tech. It's just that, like, I understand how it goes. And to be honest, like, what sustains a lot of us is trading, is getting involved with these teams and developers pretty early on and supporting them as best as we can. All right, we're gonna quickly run through what the Bags app hackathon is. They're giving away $4 million, 1 mil in grants to 100 teams. And so what is that on average each? 10 to 100K each? Something like that? 10K?
Yeah,
10K?
yeah, anywhere from 10 to 100K. Yep.
Okay. The remaining 3 mil will go into the Bags Fund. So out of these 100 teams, a select group of them will be able to get access to even more money from this $3 million Bags Fund. And that's it. I don't think there's a hard deadline yet. There are quite a few contestants already in the contest. I would say there's like probably couple hundred guys. There's really not that many projects that are taking advantage of this right now. And it's a lot of fucking money. I'll just say that right now. It's a lot of fucking money. Like, I think it's worth taking a look at, especially if you're a builder and if you're interested in getting your idea or project funded. I can't think of one of the better routes. Bags Hackathon, yo, what's good, Paul? What up? What up? What up? What up? Bags Hackathon, absolutely bullish update for real, bro. We're about to talk to 3 of some of the most promising projects for the Bags App Hackathon. Nobody else is fucking doing this. If you are a content creator out there and you're bored and you're wondering what to talk about, this is something to talk about. This is literally something to talk about that has real financial implications. Yo, what's good, Paul? I appreciate you. But yeah, Bags App Hackathon. It's going to be going on. I would assume, Preston, I don't know how much more details you have. I'm assuming for at least this month, the month of March. How long do people have to get in this?
I don't have the exact date, but I assume it's soon. If they're putting out a lot of info about this and encouraging people to enter and become an applicant, I think it's fairly soon. So now is the time to get into this if it's something you want to do. I would scroll down a little bit and show them some of the rewards. I don't know if you mentioned this, but
100 Mac Minis.
you get they're giving out 100 Mac Minis. So if every hackathon winner receives their own Mac Mini, and for those of you that don't know, like, you can build some of the coolest things on these Mac Minis. I mean, myself, I have an OpenClaw here that is literally scraping the internet for leads for me, and I don't have to do anything, and it does it while I'm sleeping. So, like, there's a lot of different use cases for it, and they're not cheap, and they're hard to come by because I'm pretty sure they're all sold out at the Apple stores because everyone's doing this.
No,
so the fact that they have 100 Mac Minis ready to deploy is cool. And
I need a Mac Mini, bro.
You do need a Mac Mini, and on top of that, you need a verified hackathon badge, dude, and that alone will help you in the algorithm of X and be able to kind of have a little bit more exposure. And when people see a badge next to your name, they're more inclined.
All right, bro.
to,
Are we launching a fucking hackathon project or what?
I mean, dude, I don't know. I got to come up with a cool concept before I could decide to deploy something, but who knows? Maybe I will. I think it's something where I got to figure out what it is. One, that hasn't been done before, and two, what people want in the space. We're kind of in like this bear market. So like, I need to find something that people will use throughout the bear, but also use in the bull. So I don't know, bro. I'm looking for whatever works. And once I figured it out, I'm pretty good at this vibe coding thing, I feel like. So maybe I do.
Maybe you guys are, bro. I'm excited. I think I might toss my hat in there too. Like you said, it has to be something. And we play games to win. How are winners chosen? Let's look here. MRR. So you got to be making money. I like that they have that as a metric. Daily active users. Obviously, you need users to have a product. GitHub stars. I'm hit or miss on that. While I respect my open source bros, I do think it's important to keep some shit private, especially in the beginning. Yo, what's good, Ash? Bullish on the hackathon. Me too. We got our first project here in a second, once I'm done here. And then the second area where winners are going to be ranked is on-chain performance, market cap, volume, the amount of active traders that are actually interested in trading or speculating over this product or project, and then obviously on-chain revenue. Let's go, Benny. What up, Ash? What up, Paul? All right, we got our first project. Do you want to intro them, Preston?
Yeah, I can go ahead and I could do it. You want me to intro them before they come in?
They're here. They're here. Is this them?
Oh,
Right?
oh man, who do we got? Who do we got? Is this
Who is
DForge?
that? Is that DForge? DForge, just hold on. We're gonna write in the private chat.
All right, for sure. I think we do. Okay, I'll go ahead and intro it. So our next guest is this guy who's been building in this space. You know, I keep seeing him all over the Bags Discord. For those of you that don't know, I am one of the admins in there as a mod. So like I get to see a lot of the different activity that's going on within the Discord. So this guy's super active and he's building something called DForge. DForge is a no-code platform that enables users to visually or conversationally build and deploy AI agents. Its unique chat to build feature allows users to describe agent logic in natural language chats, which automatically generates workflows, nodes, prompts, and connections for quick setup. So I'm super excited to meet this guy. I don't know his name. I think his name's Annoy. But yeah, let's see what happens here.
All right, let's get him up here.
Yeah, let's get him up here.
Yo, what's up, Annoy? Annoy? Is that Anay?
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we got you, bro. We can hear you.
Yeah. Sorry, it's like it's midnight over here. I'm just like in the dark, so not turning my camera on.
No, you're good.
Hey, no worries. You know, the fact that you're it's midnight and you're out here grinding is cool, bro. So
thanks for the opportunity.
Yeah. So Faded, you want to get this kicked off?
Let's get it. I'm gonna pull up DForge on my screen, and then I want to walk through. Anyway, I want you to describe to us a little bit of the journey on putting this together, a little bit of your crypto or Web3 journey. You know, how did you get involved with the space? What are some of the different previous projects or things that you've worked on? And then basically how this whole thing came together. And then we'll deep dive into the actual product and what you're building. So I guess if you want to start with just an overall intro into yourself, how you got into crypto, and sort of how eventually that all roads led to DForge, where we are today.
Sure. So first of all, I'm Anara Chaudhary, and I started my crypto journey like 4 years ago, and I was like studying in my college and waiting for my job to be completed. I got a call from my friend that you want to join a Web3 hackathon. I said, what's that? And he led me into it. And after that, we went for a hackathon spree for like 2 years and won like 18 hackathons. And after this Web3 hackathons, like these Web3 hackathons include ETH Global, Chainlink, Solana hackathons, and we were kind of doing it, and we thought that why not make projects, because if our projects in hackathons are successful, why not a startup could be done? So we started validating our idea. Our first product was like a ZK-based smart contract wallet, which we got audited, and there were like 1,000+ users using it. And after that, the AI era came in, right? So we thought that we need to adapt. So after that, we started building AI, and we used Anatan and Langflow for automation, right? And these are kind of hard to use, and we thought that why not like just chat with it, and it will make a workflow, and then it will wrap it in a form so that anyone can deploy it, right? You just have to fill the form and it will deploy an AI, and in the back there are nodes, right? So we launched the open beta on 26th of August last year, I think, and we were the product of the day on Product Hunt with like 17k unique visitors and more than 1,000+ 1,000+ users, right? So yeah, as you are in a Product Hunt screen, you can go down It's our latest update recently.
Wow, really
And
cool. And this is just launched this week, it says. You guys just
yeah,
went
it is
live.
a second launch. You can just
Second
scroll
launch.
down, bit down. Yeah, you can see the first launch. Yeah, it went away. It's just below it.
Wow, really fucking cool.
Yeah,
Previous
this
one.
one.
So you guys have been
It's
at
on
this
the
for a
first.
while. Well, since August.
Yeah.
That's really not that long in terms of like, I feel like it takes things. It used to take people years to build stuff. I'm assuming, and just to go over, like, kind of like to make it a little bit simple for people. So, um, if I'm gathering this correctly, uh, DForge basically allows anyone to customize um, and launch an AI agent based off of a prompt. Just putting in a prompt saying, "Hey, I want you to help me do this," and it'll create the agent. Like, I guess, how exactly does this work in the most simple way possible?
So basically, as we are Web3 developers, we thought of a decentralized way of thinking of automation, right? So the server and the nodes live in a different server. So when you update the node, the automation system will automatically adapt, and the AI will know that a new node is added. Right? And now we have trained, to be honest, we have fine-tuned our model in a way so that after you chat with it, it will make an automation for you in minutes, and it will also learn about your automation. So next time, let's say you make a new workflow and it's related to that, it will just automatically make it. And because there are nodes and connections available here, you don't want to like move around those 100 jumble nodes, right? So we wrap that agent into a form. So you just need to fill the form and that's it. You don't need to go through
No
this
way.
technical
And
all
how
this.
much does this cost? Because I dead ass might need something like this. Like, right now, Preston and I are talking to a lot of different sponsors and partners, like, basically every day. I have data that lives on a bunch of different places, whether that's Notion, Google Drive, Google Docs, etc. Like, what's the best like real application you've seen so far? Like, I'm genuinely interested in like applying something like this. Like,
Okay.
I guess, yeah. What's some of the best applications you've seen so far?
So we have seen some Notion integrated application and Airtable integrated one. So people do store their nodes and databases through Airtable because for a non-technical person or who are basically managing a community, they are basically using either Notion or Airtable. So we have notes for that, and people don't need to copy paste those API keys. The batteries are already included. You need just to click the connect button, and that node is fully adapted. So it's like really simple to use. And you can go to the agent gallery. In if you go up, there is an agent gallery option just below the chat. You can see all
Oh
the
shit! So
agents.
these are other agents that people have built, and I could like buy them or rent them or whatever.
Uh, it's like when you make an account, you will be granted with 500 credits, and you can use any agent you want until that 500 credits gets exhausted. So it's for the free,
Got it.
and we have a pricing for the paid tier and all that stuff, and for enterprise too. So we also focus more on enterprise because uh, people have their own database and keep it private, right, for inside the company. So we
And
can
if you
set
don't
up
mind me
defaults.
asking, just
Yeah.
because it's a part of the actual like I guess metrics or KPIs for the hackathon itself, um, how much revenue have you guys been able to do? I mean, you said you've gotten 1,000 users. Was it day one or second on the second launch? Have you been able to scale your revenue? What does that
So
look like?
So, to be honest, we just officially launched 2 days ago.
Oh, nice.
Uh, the earlier launch where we went on hashtag one on the product hunt, that was the open beta. So everyone came in and used our product, and they never like got to pay us because uh, we were not incorporated, right? And after that, I think in the US the government shutdown happened, right? So we got delayed like uh, for that uh, Now we have incorporated in January. At the end of January, it was finally incorporated in Delaware, and we just launched 2 days ago. So
Fire.
we have two companies, B2B companies in our leads, so that hope we make it through.
Nice. And you have the whole team public here. This is fucking sick, bro. This is really, really sick. Okay. Last question on my end, and then I want to see what Preston has for you. You still have a couple extra minutes. We don't have our next guest here yet. But, okay. You win the hackathon. You're the number one guy. You get Mac Mini. You get 100K and like another 250K in grants. What's next? Like what's next for DForge? How do you plan on using some of those hackathon winnings? Do you have any future plans within crypto itself, or is it just more so to get exposure into the hackathon? I guess that I'll end there. Just curious, like what would you want?
Okay. So I don't know about Mac Mini. Maybe I will host an open cloud agent over there. But the capital we will use to build our team, because all three of the co-founders are basically technical side, and we need some guys from the sales department who would help us sell this product to other business. Although this product is good for consumers, we think that this product this product shines in businesses more, because when we deploy defaults to their own server and bring it to their own database, it's like you are making automation on the go. Like you have a Discord community, you have a Telegram community, you can like use your own data. We don't take your data. That's what I'm saying. So I think that's where we shine, and I think we need a sales representative to do it. And for other uh, and for the remaining funds, I would say it will go for marketing and maybe advisors who would help us shape the product. So
Very cool.
Preston, what's
Yeah,
up? What are
dude.
your thoughts?
No, man, this is really cool. I think the quick deployment of any type of AI agent is always bullish in my side. And hearing what you would do with the winnings is actually big, because I feel like a lot of people would take the money and run. I don't think they would invest back into their business. So to hear that you have a plan on what you'll do if and when you win the hackathon, it'll I don't know. It just makes me excited. I feel like, investing back into it as like hiring BDs or some type of advisor to make sure that, you're pointed in the right direction as far as like marketing goes, or, business side of things, and managing, your CRM, whatever it may be, I think is great. But I do have a question for you. Obviously, you applied for that Bags Hackathon. You launched a coin because it's part of the whole process. Why did you decide to go the bags route?
So uh, currently there is no Web3 integration in our product. You can use the Bags API through default, but we were planning to go on a Web3 route in the next quarter. We will have a different deployment, because Web3 communities also have a like automation requirements. See, like you are seeing bots everywhere, OpenClaw bots everywhere, trading coins in the poly market and all that stuff, and earning money. So we will be leveraging that and make uh, uh, like default, a Web3 default, I would say. And for that, uh, we just like searching for a platform where we can get funded on Web3. We saw Alliance VC and all that stuff, but I think Bags is most public way to launch a product, because when you launch a coin, uh, it never happened. It happened with the product hunt launch, but I think it's better than the product hunt launch, because we got lots of followers, lots of support, and we got passive earning, which we literally yesterday we hired our sales representative, our first sales representative, because
Wow.
we have the funds.
So
I
you
am
think launching on Bags actually gave you more exposure and more users on your platform?
exactly, yes. And we now know that how users like, to be honest, we are minutely tracking what users are doing in the platform so that we can know what user will want after they sign in, right? So, and also I'm burning up my own, I am a head of product in a Web3 company, and I'm burning up my like 90% of salary in this startup. So having some passive money and also gaining traction on the way is like a win-win situation in bets.
Okay, cool. Yeah, man, that's good to hear. Yeah, I think a lot of people miss that part of the Bags Hackathon. It's like it's not only a way that you could raise money for your startup, but it's also a way that you can get exposure and users without having to spend a bunch of money trying to market it. I feel like it's just a great way to onboard a lot of new users onto your platform. So um, dude, I'm happy that you joined, and even though it's midnight for you, and but it just shows that you're building and you're serious about this. So I'd look forward to having a further conversation. Um, but
Yeah,
yeah, I appreciate you being here.
yeah, always a pleasure. Thanks a lot.
Where can we find you, really quick?
Yeah, what's your thing?
Like Twitter,
Yeah, what's your Twitter?
you can search like Annoy Royce. And that's it.
Oh fuck. Annoyedx.com. Annoyed OC like that.
ANOYROYC.
ANOYC.
No, ANOYROY. Oh my god.
ANOYROY.
C.
See.
There
Hey,
he is.
there he is. 18x Web3 hackathons. Holy
Yeah,
fuck.
that's what he led with, and that's another thing is people are gonna have some competition here because this guy has done this before, and let's just say he's got some experience under his belt. So I don't know. People are gonna have to compete. It's gonna be interesting.
That's sick. All right. Well, appreciate you, Annoy. Thanks for sharing your builder story.
Sure. Thanks for the opportunity.
Yeah. Sweet. Let's well, that was cool.
Dude, that was sick. I mean,
That was cool.
yeah, it seems like Bags has kind of like built that bridge between Web 2 and Web 3 because this guy literally is like, yeah, we haven't even started the Web 3 journey yet. We're focused on the Web 2, and in the next quarter we're going to start integrating Web 3. So it's like they launched on Bags. They're applying for the hackathon so that they can kind of get into the Web3 side of things, and I think that's huge, bro. Like, Web 2 companies just have a lot of trouble raising funds and getting exposure and getting users for whether it's an app or platform or whatever it may be, and this kind of solves that problem, in my opinion. And yeah, no, it's just cool to see. And I'm excited for our next guest. Do you want me to intro them?
Sure.
Are they here? Are they here? I don't know.
They're here. They're here. I think let's confirm. Suede. Is that Suede? Is that tradecraft?
Suede. I'm gonna go with Suede. The P is silent. I'm pretty sure.
Whoa!
We got our next guest on the line right now. His name is Suede, and he built something called Tradecraft Finance, which is a trade automation platform for Solana. You can auto trade calls from Telegram or Discord, and there's a marketplace where you can monetize your signals and much more. I'm excited to know what the much more is. So without further ado, we got our buddy Suede here with this dope ass PFP.
Hi guys.
What's going on, brother?
Thanks for the introduction. You described it really well. So thanks for the opportunity to come online here. So I'm building this, let's say, trade automation platform for Solana. I've been building it since June of last year. It's live in a closed beta, so we're looking for more users. So really what I would like to have is just some more guys using this platform. So I would like to do kind of a live demo to go through the platform to show you guys what
Yeah,
what
if
can do.
you could share your screen as well too, like in the bottom middle over here somewhere, there's like the share screen button. I think you
Right,
already have it
I'll
up,
try.
right? Or no, you
can
don't.
see, I see a plus icon. I'll try
Plus with the
share my
screen.
screen. All
Yep.
right.
I'll stop mine. You can get yours going. Go this way. Yeah, you can bring us through the whole live demo. I think I see it here. All right, fire. Oh shit. Make
All right, so you can see
you
the
ready?
screen, right?
All right. All right, we're good.
Okay.
Cool.
So this is what it looks like when you log in as a user. So I'll go through first kind of a simple use case, and then it'll be much more, let's say, complex or elaborate further on. So let's take a very, very simple use case. So imagine you just want to buy a token on Solana. So then you would go into what I call in this app the manual trading. So let's click on that. So you arrive at this screen, and let's just take a random Solana token. We can buy this one. It's called Lobster. I have no idea what it is, but let's just open up position on this one. So you see I have a wallet here, and we can talk about the wallet setup later on, but I have this wallet with about 1 Solana. So I'll buy for 0.005, this one. All right, so now we open a position on this one, and as you expand the position, you can see the chart, you can see where you bought it, and some P&L numbers, etc. So this platform is all about automation, right? So in this simple example, imagine you want to define a profit-taking strategy. So you would do that by clicking here, attach strategy. So I'm clicking here, I'm creating a new one. And here what you can see is by default, I have in this easy mode, we call it easy mode. So by default, we have 2 sell steps. So if you want to take profit at 2x, here we sell 50% of the position, and then at 5x, another, we actually close the whole position, and then there's a stop loss at 20%. And then you can add more steps like this as you want, and you can define it, and it's described here in the summary. But this is not really what I want to show, because I think this type of thing you can do in other apps, let's say. So we have the advanced mode, where this whole strategy is described in code, right? So this is JavaScript. As you can see, what we had in easy mode with all those steps is here. We have sell 50% at 2x, close to position at 5x, and so on. And so as a user, you can actually, as you can code this, you can do whatever you want. You can modify this by hand, or like say manually, like this. If I want to do like this, I can sell, instead of closing the whole position, I can just sell 20% of it, for example. And if you don't know how to code, there is, as you would expect, an AI assistant. So here, if I want to say, I want to scale out here in 5 steps and maybe set a trailing stop at the end of it, I could say sell this position in 5 steps from 2 to 10x, and leave a, let's say, moon bag, well, let's say no, and set a trailing stop 15% behind price. So let's see what it will do. It's not deterministic, obviously, when it's AI, so you never know, but it's usually pretty.
Just to break it down for the chat right now, you are custom coding an AI agent that's going to trade for you, and you're basically creating a strategy. Okay.
Yeah, indeed. So here it's just a profit-taking strategy. So here it's like Cursor, for those of you who know what that is. So it's basically now suggesting this, let's say, strategy. So it's saying it's gonna sell 20% at 2x, 20% at 4x, 20% at 6x, 8x, 10x, and then at the end of it, a trailing stop. Then obviously, as a user, you will have to go through this and kind of verify that it's that it does exactly what you want. But let's say you do, you click on approve here. So now you've done, and you save and close this strategy. And so now you see we're back at the position that we just opened before. Now it's, well, the AI called it Atomic Trader. It named the strategy Atomic Trader. So this is running. You can see that it's at step number 1. It's executing currently. And one of the things I really want to have in the application is observability. And what I mean with that is that as a user, you should always know what's going on behind the scenes. So just to show this, we can go back to the strategy. It said it was executing step number 1, right? So if I go here to step number 1, and I can put in a log statement. So I say log current price, then I log current price like this, and then we save. All right. So now if I click, let's see if this works. If I click here, okay, this, it was supposed to log here. It was supposed to say this, the current price is. Okay, that failed for the demo, but yeah, I have to look into that. But as a user, you're supposed to always be able to know exactly what's going on. So normally it should be logging what happened there.
Very cool.
So I think that's the super simple example. But then, as you said in the introduction, the initial goal when I started building this was to be able to automatically trade signals on apps like Telegram, Discord, and so on. I think many of us were part of these alpha groups, and we know that some guys, they always have good calls. And what if you could have an app with which you can just automatically buy or sell? So if we look at that use case, so I go back to the landing page here. We have this, the data hub. So if I go there, here you can define, let's say, signal sources or data sources that we plug into the platform. So let's say we create a new one. We can call this my Telegram hot calls, for example. And I use so we have a lot of options here. We can use what I call the Telegram personal API, so you can connect it to any let's say chat that you're part of with your own account. We have Discord. We have an API as well. You can upload files for, let's say, back testing and so on. But let's use this Telegram personal API. So I click on create. So this is my account that I have connected to the app, and then you see all the TGs that I'm part of. So you can search. Let's take this one, for example. It's called Mad Apes calls. So I create this one. All right, so now we have that set up, or the Mad Apes calls, and let's say now we want to trade calls into this from this channel. So if I go back to the landing page, and we can actually make it a little bit, not just any calls, but we will define a little bit more what type of calls do we want to trade. So I'm going to what we call the signal lab for that. And I will create a new signal strategy. So click here. And now we'll be able to say not only just any call from that channel, but it can say from who and define some, let's say, conditions like market cap and so on. So if we start with, so this is like an editor. This is like a drag drop editor. You can also use the AI, but the editor is basically you define your signaling strategy by dragging and dropping nodes like this. So the first condition that we have is that I would like to, I forgot what I call it. Was it this one, Mad Apes calls? Yeah. I would like to take signals coming from this group, Mad Ape calls. Whenever someone sent a new contract in the past 15 minutes, and you can even say that from who. So if you know someone who's always having good calls, let's just take a silly example, Big Buddy, for example. When he sends a call, and then we could refine it a little bit more. For example, if we just want to look at old tokens, so we can say token age. So maybe we just want to look at old tokens, let's say more than 10 days old, for example. And then maybe market cap. Maybe you want to look at, where is it? Market cap. So only market cap more than 100K. And then maybe we can take something about volume as well. You do have like technical indicators as well, RSI, EMAs, and MACD, and so on.
This is insane, dude. I've never seen anything this intricate. You know, I hear a lot of these different AI auto trading platforms, but I've never seen it in this web, form. And it's smart. It's really smart, and I think it's something that I have yet to see that's been done yet. So.
Yeah, thanks. That's great feedback. I'm always suspicious, like when I hear about AI trading platforms, it's like, to me, it never works. It always has to be some kind of like human intelligence behind the scenes, because otherwise, if the AI worked, like, why would you ever like even make it public, right? So I really believe in this way of having AI as a support, let's say, but it's not there to like give you the solution. So that's kind of the mindset.
Have you had any, because this is really cool. So you basically, in the example you just showed us, you had it auto trading mad apes calls that fit a specific criteria. So let's say if it's over 100K market cap, X, Y, and Z, then you'll buy in at a certain size and then sell out at another size. Have you had any like really good luck with this? I guess, has there been any like major success stories? I've made a trading, not this, definitely not this. But our last cycle, I remember I made a trading bot. Like we had some really, really big successes like early on. Has there been anything like crazy that's happened so far, or is it kind of just people getting started? What are some of the cool things that have happened?
Yeah, so everyone that's traded with this has done it with, I would say, fairly low amounts, because that's what I'm telling the users. I mean, it's at the end of the day, it's a centralized trading platform, but we have a Discord community, and so whenever anyone sells and there's a profit, we actually have a small message, so you can see the multiple that they did and so on. We have had a couple of cases where someone did like a 30x or 40x.
Sheesh.
So I actually started Discord. Yeah, let's see if I can show it. This is the let's see, Tradecraft wins. Yeah, so this is the win channel. Whenever someone sells in profit, so you can see 3x.
It's not sharing your screen, by the way.
Oh, it's not. Okay, sorry. Yeah, it's just a browser. Okay, I'm not sure how to set up, but yeah, I guess you have to believe it. But yeah, we have this Discord, and yeah, we have discovered some tokens really early. So
Okay, so you've had some crazy wins on Tradecraft.
30x.
30x
in terms
is
of
insane,
multiples,
dude.
but not in terms of Solana, because we haven't had anyone like trading with big, let's say, amounts yet. But yeah, we have had.
Yeah. I will say I've had different demos of auto traders or AI traders and things of that nature, but this one is definitely the most like UI friendly. I feel like it's simple to use. It's very straightforward, and it has everything that you need, which I have yet to see. Like I've had like people come to me with like this super old Excel style website, and I'm like, dude, nobody's gonna use this. Like with how good AI is these days, like you could vibe code a better website than this. Like what the heck is going on? So the fact that you put this time into really building out things that make it super easy for people like myself to use is great. But yeah, I mean, so I got a couple questions for you, if you don't mind.
Sure.
One being, why did you launch on Bags? Where did you hear about Bags? And
okay, so that's a funny story. So what happened is that I started this back in June of last year.
Uh-huh.
And at one point, I have built a lot of this with Cloud Code, right? At one point, there was the Anthropic account. I think this was back in end of August of last year. Like the official account of Anthropic was asking, like, could you guys tweet something like an example of what you could build with Cloud Code? And so I replied to it with what I had built at the time. So it was kind of a JavaScript debugger inside of the UI, this UI. And it actually got selected as one of the, I think, 3 or 5 projects that they like endorsed on the Anthropic account, the Claude AI account. So they tweeted that out in the middle of the night when I was sleeping, and then there was like 10 different tradecraft tokens being launched. And to be honest, I did not know what Bags was at the time. So I woke up, I think it was a Sunday morning, and my X account was like going crazy. I looked into this. I thought like Bags was some scam. I had no idea about this whole system about claiming and so on. But then, yeah, I understood it after a while, and I thought it was kind of a nice thing, right? So I claimed, I think it was like $400 that morning. And I realized it's really a good way of, just funding this thing, because it does have some cost, right? The servers I have to pay for, all the APIs, all the Solana RPCs, gRPCs, and so on. I claimed it, and since then I've been using the fees just to pay actually for this. And I didn't buy any tokens like the first 4 or 5 days. Then I thought it's like a bit weird if I don't have any tokens myself, right? So I've been using as well those fees, like a lot of them, to just buy back supplies. So I also have some, part of the token. But yeah, so I don't know even like who launched it at the time.
Wow. So they essentially, the Bags community found your platform and was like, this deserves some type of backing and token. And they found you, and then you were like, wow, this is really cool. This is something that could essentially fund my project autonomously, and passively. And it seems like it's been doing that so far. And does it make you want to keep building, knowing that you have users now that are interested and invested in your project?
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, that makes the whole difference, right? When you have users that actually think this is useful and they are able to like get some wins with it, that gives so much like motivation. And just to say that the whole Bags thing, it was really stressful, like in the first couple of days after, because I was a bit naive maybe with the whole thing, because I didn't realize that me claiming means that I'm seen now as, let's say, the figurehead of a token. Then obviously everyone was like, you need to do this, you need to do that. What about price? So I should have anticipated that, but I think after a couple of days I was able to kind of manage it, and I created this Discord community where basically we never talk about price at all. And I closed a TG group that I had before where everyone's just interested in the price. Because I've seen a lot of people like criticizing Bags for that lately, that whole aspect. But for me, it's not been an issue, and I was able to kind of work around it. And yeah, I mean, the community is great. They're all about like just adding more features to the platform. I'm getting a lot of ideas from the guys using this.
Very cool. 2 more questions. First one, if you were to give some advice to a future developer or somebody who is looking at launching on Bags, what would that be?
Yeah, just, I mean, I'm all for like utility. I don't like, to be honest, like just memes and that type of thing. So I would just advise maybe to get some users maybe before you launch, to get some kind of validation before you go live with it. And also really like think it through before, because as I said, there will be this expectation from holders, but you should work for this. You should make sure the price doesn't go down and so on. So just keep that in mind. Yeah, I think that's it. And then I think they call it building public. So I think really try to be vocal about what you're doing, and even if it's just not ready and you just have a prototype or whatever, don't be afraid of just being out there, tweeting a lot, going on streams like this.
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
Very
that's good advice.
Last question for me is obviously you entered into the Bags Hackathon, right? And you probably want to win the top prize, I would assume, so that you could fund your project.
Yeah.
So what would you do if you were to win the 100K, and why?
Yeah. So this is a trading platform, right? And there's high stakes. Like it's a centralized trading platform at the end of the day. This would not be, let's say, a free thing to use. So this you would need to pay some monthly fee, etc. It's a lot of legal stuff. And so one condition that I've told myself is that I need to do this full time before I launch. And doing full time mean incorporating this as a business, probably being doxxed. I'm doing this, by the way, with a full-time job on the side, so that wouldn't fly if this is a real thing. So I think with the 100K, it would allow me, I think, to have at least, I don't know, 1 year, 2 years of runway. By the way, I'm building this with a co-founder. His name is Benjamin. So having that would, I think, help to do all the legal stuff around the incorporation, possibly allow me to do like a sabbatical maybe from my regular job, for example. So it would really be the difference of taking this from I could say a hobby project using in a kind of a closed beta to actually launching it in a proper way.
Higher. No, that's huge. That's huge.
Yeah.
And I think that's a story that a lot of builders out there can resonate with. I read somewhere recently 50% of the US workforce will be in the gig economy by 2030. So, not having a job is no longer a luxury for most people. It's going to be very critical for us to basically solve problems and then become like the domain expert at that problem that's being solved. So I think we're seeing a very early rendition of that on these trading platforms and these launch pads where it's attracting top talent like yourself to say, hey, I'm going to put some of my effort and energy into building in the crypto space. At the end of the day, you built a trading bot.
Yeah, this is really cool.
Indeed.
I mean, this is awesome, and I really appreciate you coming up here and speaking on behalf of your project. And I see you're extremely active in the Bags Discord. You're always communicating with the community and stuff. So shout out to you for that. And I guess I just want to let you end off with any closing remarks, and also what's the ticker?
Yeah. So the app is live. So if anyone wants to try it out, they can just go to tradecraft.finance and just sign up for the beta. I'm approving everyone basically who's signing up. It's for free, so you can use it. I just ask for feedback. So if anyone who does that can actually come into the Discord and talk to the community, that would be great. And I'm super quick on incorporating feedback. So usually when someone wants something, in the next day it's probably live, or the issue is fixed, and so on. And the ticker, it's called Tradecraft. The token starts with. There's a couple of them. So this is the one starting with H. Let's see if I can find it on the next screen now.
Wait, they launched a couple. So you didn't. I mean, I obviously I remember hearing you didn't even launch this coin.
No, I don't even know who is launched, and it's a problem, by the way, because on the Bags app I cannot update the profile of it, so I cannot change the image or anything. So yeah, if you guys could help with that, I would be appreciated. But yeah,
I'll put in a good word.
Yeah, it's this one, H5FH. So yeah, it's a small cap.
All right, cool. Well, appreciate you, and thanks for coming. I feel like we were able to dive pretty deeply into what you've been building and how you got to kind of that position. Very interesting story. I think Bags, and I've actually said this quite a few times, Preston, like Bags is psyoping the most valuable people to come into crypto. When you think about like devs, right? Engineers, typically they are smart, they're solving problems. They have high income jobs. So it's like it's actually insane when you think about it. I think there's going to be a whole wealth effect that ends up happening from this whole meta that really was spawned from Bags, to be honest.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I agree. Cool. Well, I appreciate you pulling up, Suede, and I hope we get an update from you in the near future.
All right, thanks for having me. I'll be active in the Bags Discord.
All right,
All
sweet.
right.
See ya. Ciao.
Have a
All
good
right.
day.
Oh shit, my bad. I didn't mean to kick him out so early.
Just
But
cut him off, man.
I cut him off, bro. All right, hold on. Before we have our next guest already here, before we go live with this guest, I need.
Were you
to
just looking at You've Got a Friend in Me on Toy Story?
relax, okay? Relax.
What's going on here?
You're my favorite deputy. You've got a friend in me.
This is how we're gonna introduce the next one. You've got a friend in me. Yep. Listen, everybody's talking about AI this, talking about AI that, AI destroying relationships, media destroying relationships. There's no such thing as a friend.
We can't hear you, bro.
What?
It's so loud. I can't hear.
Okay. Listen, everybody's talking about AI. It's destroying everything. There's no such thing as like human relationships anymore. And you know, the male loneliness epidemic, right? Our next builder is literally working to solve that problem. He is building an AI companion app, location thing. We're gonna find out more how it works. I actually don't know exactly how it works, guys. I'm being completely honest with you. But it looks like you like have these like Pokemon style creatures or whatever, and they become your friends. He's building an AI companion app. And I genuinely think there's going to be a huge wave of people who are going to have AI friends in the future. Whether that's good or bad, I don't fucking know. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know either, but I do know that this guy is he's good. He's elite, you know, and he's building some cool stuff. So is he ready?
Is he ready? I think he's ready. He's
ready? Okay.
Yo, what's going on, Matt?
What's up, guys? Thank you so much for inviting me here today. Can you guys hear me okay?
Yeah, we can hear you fine.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's like okay, let's start off here. Are you guys technical?
I am far from the technical side of things, to be honest with you.
I like get it, but I don't get it. You know?
Yeah. Have you messed around with the terminal like at all? Have you played around with any of these new like coding agents or
absolutely?
Cursor. Mm-hmm. I've been vibe coding for like a year. That's
okay. All right.
Year and a half.
But let me ask you this question. Outside of like your immediate bubble, how many people do you think are actually doing that?
Zero. Like almost
none.
Zero, right?
Yeah, very little.
Look, I love X. It's awesome. I learned so much. But if you're scrolling through your feed on X and you've been on there for a while, and you're looking at like everything vibe coding, you would think we're in the year 3000. Everybody's got 60 iMacs sitting on their counter, and there's agents all over the place. What I've found is that outside of my circle, it's just not really a reality. Like we have all these cool toys, and we're having a fun time with them. We're breaking stuff. I'm breaking stuff. But outside of my little bubble and X, a lot of people aren't really touching this technology at all. And mostly because it's boring. You know, like people they've got a job. A lot of these guys are like carpenters. They're, you know, maybe they're working at like whatever, a restaurant. They're running their ass off. They're working 14-hour days just to get by. Nobody's really touching this technology in the way that we are. And right now is like the best time to be alive. It's the best time to be here because the features and the kind of things that are coming up are like life-changing. To be able to have something to run your computer, to learn about you, that gets better over time, that can do all sorts of crazy crap with all these like cool open source projects. And people don't know about it. They have no idea, man. They really don't. You can say whatever you want, but most people have no idea what's going on. And I started Creative originally, much like the last guy who was on, whose platform is amazing, by the way. I'm gonna go check that out. I love that. And autonomous trading is a cool project. That's originally what creative was started for. It was like autonomous trading. We did build an app, but the whole like everything that I do because I feel like there's some really cool toys out there, but there's a lot of like technical friction. And I thought about like if I wanted my mother, she's already pretty into AI, but let's say she wasn't, right? Most people's moms probably don't care.
Yeah.
To try to use something like this, like how would I present it in a way? How would I present it in a way that they would actually give a shit, for lack of a better word, right? And there's a lot of services out there right now that are, hey, open your Clawbot and get this and get that, and like it's.
Oh, we lost him for a second.
But most people just look at what Docker is. They don't know what anything is. They don't care, right? Sorry, were you saying something? I didn't mean to speak over there.
Oh, you cut out for like a split second. And Faded, you're muted, bro.
Yeah.
We're all fucked up here. We're all fucked up. I'm muted.
Yeah, I'm
You
the only
glitched
good
out
one,
for
I
a
guess.
second. We're back.
But we're back.
Yeah. Anyway, I guess what I'm trying to say is like nobody gives the general population, even though we're all kind of like nerds, we are nerds, and that's okay. You can be a nerd, you can work out, you can do martial. Nerds are cool. Most people have no fucking idea what's going on, and this is some of the coolest stuff to play with. What's happening right now on an AI like shelf and revolution perspective is insane. But also like, if we're just being honest, somebody put out a video the other day and they were like, look, I'm a like DevOps guy. I've been playing with this stuff for a year. I can't get this shit working. Like he kind of like blew the top off the narrative, right? He's like, Claudebot, like, I don't know what I'm doing with it. It breaks all the time. And I had the same experience. And I'm definitely not the most technical guy in the world, but I understand products. And I understand that we're right on the cusp of everybody having a personalized AI that legitimately can run their life. Like we're close, but everything's breaking, everything's all fucked, to use your own words, right? And people just they want to be able to play with this stuff, but you need to be like a DevOps genius on the cutting edge, constantly studying what's happening with all these updates to make these things work. And that's fine, because I think it's a really good time to be able to position yourself to create something approachable for like the people who aren't nerds like us, who are into like crypto and AI, to give other people an opportunity to see what's happening with software, see what's happening with AI. Most people don't know you can be at the grocery store. You can pick up your phone, type in a WhatsApp and say like, hey, I want you to go on my computer. I want you to retrieve this file. I want you to turn it into a website. I want you to post it over here, and then just put down your phone and continue grocery shopping, And I guess like what I'm thinking is the technology isn't perfect. It needs to be cute. Nobody gives a shit about OpenClaw, Docker this, Docker that. It needs to be approachable to people. And it needs to like work, but it also like the same way when they started Airbnb and they were going to people's houses taking photos. Like that's kind of like, that's the level of service that grandma's going to need currently at this time to really make these things work. And I believe that if you can create something that's like a highly catered service, like Nerds or Us for AI, for the Claudebot, that's regularly going to help people set things up, try out new apps, get voice control, really customize what they're building and work with them on a very close personalized basis, to even people who aren't technical, manage everything. Give them the best in frontier models, not some bullshit 15 messages a day, but give them like the absolute best frontier models with the same opportunities that you and I have. I think there's a huge market for that. There's a huge market in templates. There's a huge market in services. That's what Meet Your Kin is, essentially.
Yeah, no, that's a lot, man. And I looked into it a little bit, and I looked at your website and stuff, and it's really cool. I feel like you kind of get the branding and the IEP side of things, which is really important when it comes to building, essentially a companion of yours. If you don't have that dialed in, then it's gonna be very difficult to get your product out there. So that's really cool. I'd love to know how it integrates into like crypto. Did the Bags community find you? Did you find Bags? Like, how did you get into the crypto side of things?
For sure. So I've been in crypto fucking, oh man. I've been in crypto for the last fucking 9 years on and off. Like I just found it early, found it right? Like,
you're an OG, as they would call it.
OG, multi-cycler. You feel like a fucking you feel like you've been in the insane asylum too long if you're a multi-cycler because
Brother-
most of your friends are not here anymore. I was actually going to tweet this the other day. Like a lot of my friends are fucking gone. Like they've already made too much money that they're gone, they're out of here, or they've lost it all. Like it's literally down there. There's nobody who leaves and says, "Hey, I'm going back to my 9 to 5. I'm chilling." You know, like I made 100K. I'm good. No, dude, it's either they're fucking gone, like they're worth 30, 40, 50 M's. I'm never gonna hear from them again, or they're at zero right now,
Yeah.
and they might not even be alive anymore.
And they might be the smart ones. You know what I mean? It's just like, I don't know.
Who knows? I think we're just nerds. I think that's what it is.
Yeah.
That's what it comes down to.
I did want to say
Yeah.
this before I forget, and not to like cut it, like because Preston's question is really interesting, and I'm curious about your answer on that too, as far as like how you found Bags App. But on your thing, as far as simplicity, you were making me think about this. Did you guys see this? This went crazy viral. This guy in San Francisco is literally charging people $5,000 to go set up OpenClaw for them. He's
That's
booked out for the next 3 months. He's up, bro. He's up like half. Yo, Preston, dead ass. He's up like half a M off of these fucking appointments. And
You
he's
wanna-
physically going himself and setting up OpenClaw.
No, and people thought this was LARP and like it wasn't a real thing. I
No,
can
it's
tell
real.
you right now that somebody very close to me, I showed them how to set up their OpenClaw. And let's just say they were like, dude, I have an entire network of clients that would need this. They literally went to all their clients and did the exact same thing. And not only that, they're charging them a monthly fee to maintain it. So like they are making a killing off of it. And yeah, I mean, that's great. You're kind of similar to what you're doing. You know, you're building a companion and stuff, and it's very cool. So yeah, like how did you get intertwined with Bags App and
Yeah, just really quickly to speak on that before we move over to Bags App. That's really what it has to be, man. Like if it's not easy for people, if people literally don't have you standing day, and that's how you have to build your customer base. And the market's huge. Every single person in the world will have a personalized AI. So it's like that guy is very smart. That's the way to do it, and that's essentially what we're doing. You were asking me about how I got involved with Bags. So I've been obviously in crypto for quite some time, saw what Bags was doing, and not a coder, more of like a marketing operations journalist, did some venture capital and lots of ups and downs. And I was working on something which was like an autonomous trader as well, called Jarvis, which I'm still working on. It's not something that I've submitted for the hackathon, but it's still a part of the token and the token utility. Because what Creative really is just a company that's going to build open source software. And my goal, my aim would be to like move into other industries eventually, keep it all open source. And this isn't like a shill, but like our token also reflects these like the changing economies of scale. Like I just feel like I understand what AI is going to do for the cost of things. And I think that companies are going to have to start doing like revenue sharing. Like that's the economic model of the future. We're way ahead of that right now. So there is like the majority of the token does go back to the holders as we kind of build things. But yeah, knew about it. I was just working on this little like personal vibe coded project called Jarvis. And somebody offered to build me a token. They said, do you want a token for this? And I said, yeah, just because I'd love to see how it went. And yeah, spun up and token took off and did really well initially. So yeah.
That's very cool. If you don't mind me asking, how much did you raise off of fees?
I think we're sitting around like 11K right now for current.
Wow.
Just huge.
How long has the project been out?
Maybe I think we're like a month and a week right now.
You know what's crazy, bro? If you think about it from like the traditional tech side, to get $11,000 in revenue would take like a year.
Yeah,
if not longer, and you would have to show up to different VCs. You'd have to travel to the Silicon Valley and hope that somebody would be willing to invest in you. And just because they invest in you doesn't mean you get users on your platform either. So no, it's definitely innovative. It's really cool to hear from you.
It's the best way to do it because I lived the VC thing. I did the VC thing, and look, man, it's predatory as shit. Like it's terribly predatory, man. Like, and I know because I did it. Like I bought these tokens and I think I was really well intentioned at the time. And I'm like, everybody's going to make money. It's going to be great. But the truth is that the venture capital industry it's sick right now. Like it's sick in the sense that these guys go out and they raise, as a venture capitalist, I saw this too. Writing tickets at the time for like 50, 75K. And they don't care. They're not incentivized to do the right thing. They can just fold up their company and walk away. So I really kind of became disenchanted with venture capital, which is why I really like the models and what Bags. It's like socio venture capital, so to speak, right?
Yeah.
It's
it's almost like crowdfunding.
Yeah. But better, right? And I like the fact that it's first principles based from fees. Like you can't get any better in terms of the model overall, right? So degens win, degens power the future. You can trade tokens and life is good. So yeah, huge fan.
That's cool. So you've raised a little over 11,000 on Bags app.
Absolutely. Yep.
In his first month.
In his first month. That is actually insane. And
he said first week. Wait, first week or first month?
First month, like month and a week, roughly.
Okay,
month and a week. Wow. Yeah. In a month and a week, you raised $11,000 in Bags.
Let's talk about your stuff, bro. Let's talk. We got to talk about Kin. With a
Let's
website, it's fucking insane right now. I feel like I feel like I'm on an acid trip. I'm not gonna lie.
I know, right? And the crazy thing is that I did this with one of my kin. I did this with my Claude Just speaking to my Claude and Telegram, the entire website. It took me 4 hours and then some like touch-ups after, but I literally did this just speaking to my Claude.
Bro, what? These are sick looking, bro.
Oh, those are super cool, bro.
They have to be, right? Like there's going to be this weird transition period in between where we are right now and in between like everybody having 2 robots where like you got to try to like ease people into it. And I'm not going to lie to you. The idea for this and the whole merchandise side came to me through, if you look at Grimes, they had this really cool company that they launched called, what's it called? Curio, which is like they were selling stuffed toys to kids with like a chip in it that told them bedtime stories. And they're cute, they're cuddly. It's like a little learning companion for kids. And I kind of, check this out. So this is kind of where I got the idea, but we're also working on a harness systems. We're really like a harness and template company. That's what we're going to be at the end of the day. And then a merchandise company.
So this is where this is part of your inspo, the Curio AI. Bro, I remember seeing these, bro. I'm not going to lie. I thought they were
yeah, those are sick.
Yeah.
I thought they were a little creepy. My fucking nephew wanted it. Wanted
I wanted one.
Yeah.
I wanted one. Like, and there's
is that a pudgy?
Yeah, looks like it. Springer. Look at that.
That's crazy. What?
Right? And there's going to be a transitionary phase in between everybody having 2 robots working for them, and then us just sliding in cute, fun little like Trojan horses to people. And that's what Kin is, right? They're additionally going to be 3D models. Eventually, I'll have them animated and speaking. You guys are already familiar with kind of like the general harness, and we're making our own version of Claudebot, but it's got to be cute, it's got to be cuddly, it's got to be fun, and then you really have to provide the highest quality of service to people because they're going to break them, and you got to be honest with people. Like you can't lie to them. You can say like, listen, I can put this on your computer. I can give it the capability to go over and play with your computer, but like you got to back it up because it could delete your entire. You really have to be honest about where we are. But along this way of letting people play with cool open source models, creating like funny, interesting voices, really utilizing the SoulMD and the different things to give them interesting personalities. There's a route for merchandising. There's a route for all sorts of different abilities. And on the professional side, I also have started to create my own like fork of mission control. And nobody needs to know how this stuff works. We're going to get to the Solana usage here in a couple of seconds. Nobody really needs to know, like nobody wants to know about how this stuff works. Nobody has time for that. Like the general population doesn't. It should just work.
They just want to know if it works. They don't care about how it works. They just want to know if it works.
No, and then they probably eventually want to like this, the same way we had this crazy thing with like, these are adult Tamagotchis. That's what they are. And later on, you can do like merchandising where it's like you have your kin, it shows up, it's in a box, you're talking to it. Maybe it has a Bluetooth device that connects to your computer. It's got a storage device on it. Like there are so many different things that you can do, but it's got to be cute. It's got to be fun, right? And like I said, I've taken mission control. I'm in the process of forking that. I've added like an arena mode so you can balance different agent responses. And it also integrates with Notebook LM for like the most complete source of truth of the internet. So we've got like above and beyond the personal cute, we've got some ideas for like business, but along the way, you got to give the people something fun and something cute and something to play with. So you were also asking me about Solana, I believe. And I think that's, I don't want to say too much because every time I do, whatever. But encryption for OpenClaw is one of the most probably underrated and underlooked opportunities right now. If you guys have played with them, and I know you guys have, right? How often do they go down? How often do you have problems with them? How often do you have to like reset them? How often do you have to?
Yeah.
Pretty often, right? But if you have, for example, and this is just one of 100 different ways that I have in the back of my brain, and it's kind of been discussed a little bit. If you have like a bootstrap file that's attached to a blockchain hash, so if it goes down, if your computer gets wiped out, you know, there's ways to be able to just, if it goes down, you can create a bootstrap file, hits the hash, transports it to maybe it's IPFS that's got all of its files. So you can achieve like a certain degree of persistence by using like an encrypted blockchain hash. Maybe you have, you know, instead of running them on your laptop, you smash your laptop. If something happens to your data, there's a way to make sure that it's persistent, you know, because people are going to probably over time start to build different abilities and, you know, have different information that they want to store in different places. And right now, you know, 256-bit encryption is a huge opportunity for the storage of personal information. It's a huge opportunity for persistence. And it's a huge opportunity for, you know, like for having authenticity as well, but also like, it's a really good opportunity to be able to trade and monetize your NFTs, because over time you start to accumulate certain patterns and certain specifications with various agents. People are probably going to have a huge market being able to like buy and sell these things. The same way you level up a game character in World of Warcraft. You know, there are massive markets out there, and I believe the future will also have a giant market for agents with different abilities and proven actions based on a blockchain hash or a highly encrypted hash. So there's a lot of different uses for blockchain that people aren't thinking of right now. Just you have to be really careful in the way you go about it. We just got approved for Stripe payments. But yeah, I think
What does
there's
that
a lot
mean? So these agents are going to be able to use Stripe. Like, can I use? Let's say I build a BD agent. Can it charge a client for me and fucking, you know, like?
Absolutely. Yeah, that's really what we're going to be working with at the start. Like the plan is to eventually have templates and harnesses, right? But once we're going to be, I'm at the stage right now, I'm at the Airbnb stage. When somebody orders one, I'm setting one up for them. They're telling me what they want. I'm warning them about what can happen, what can not happen. I'm creating them a backup disk image. So yeah, like of course you can have, we're really taking the time right now to customize the way that these agents are delivered. And in the future, I believe that the more data we're able to collect about this onboarding process, we'll be able to eventually like automate things. So somebody will be able to, if we're successful in the space of a year, log in to a system and have one of our agents install an ability or kind of like do their service for them. But at the start, it's going to be very manual and relationship based.
I
Very
think, bro, Preston, I think we're gonna have to follow up with every single one of the guests we've had tonight and like get a one-on-one consultation.
Dude, I mean, you got to think like it's a lot to, you know, pack in, you know, 20, 30 minutes. And, you know, you guys are spending hours, if not days. I mean, sounds like months, you know, working on these projects. And it's like, there's so much to them. And the companion thing is huge. I think it's like, a lot of people are going to need it. You know, like you said, a lot of people don't know about the AI companions or like OpenClaw or Claude bots and, you know, all these different AI tools. Like they just need something that they can set up in seconds and something that's user the UI is super friendly, and also the characters are fun. So
Yeah.
it sounds like that's what you're building, and it sounds like you have a companion for pretty much anything that you need. You got a family companion, you got a business companion, you got it all. And it's something that we don't see all the time. So man, I don't even what's the point of life at this point? I'm just gonna let my companion do everything for me. And I'll just sit back and there was a movie, I don't know what it was. It was like all these people are in space and robots are doing everything. It's like a kid movie. I forgot what it's called, but they're getting like super fat and stuff because they're just eating all day, and
Oh, I know what movie you're talking about.
They're in
They're
wheelchairs.
in like the rollies. It's like the spacecraft. It's like
yeah, you know what I'm talking about. I feel like that's where we're headed.
The mice experiment that I think Elon was talking about, where they built this like mice utopia, and then all the mice just like got fat and hooked on drugs and did nothing. Like, that is one possibility. But my hope for the future of AI is that it helps people understand that like they can do fucking anything. You are now an engineer, like maybe not right away, but in the future you will be an architect. You can be an engineer. You can raise money and start fucking launching rockets into space. Like, I hope that that AI slowly, because I don't think it's going to happen as fast as people think, allows people to expand their horizons and become just like amazing entrepreneurs, live better, more productive, more specialized lives. And like, I really feel like the autists are going to like inherit the earth. The idea people are just going to be able to make things happen. So I hope that the mouse experiment doesn't come true and everybody just gets fat and stops having sex and doing this. Let's hope that doesn't happen.
Yeah.
I've got a little bit more of an optimistic outlook. I think like
that's good to have.
People are always going to want to like prove themselves, and people are always going to want to like do cool things. And I think like the future of like gangster is like who discovered the next star system, like who's pushed humanity along further. It's just going to start to like change incentives, I hope.
People are scared of the future. I'm sure the same thing happened when the internet came out. They're like, man, this is going to take over, bro. Like, why are we going to have the internet? We have books, we have libraries, all these other things are going to go out of business. And it's like, no, it's just going to help you grow as a human being in the human race, like just will be so much more advanced as time goes on. So I'm super bullish on AI. I love it. I love everything that it's done for me. And these projects that are coming up here is insane. This is our first Bags App Hackathon stream. So it's a pleasure having you guys up on here. Really quick, let me ask you this.
Go ahead.
So obviously you entered into the Bags Hackathon. I asked the other guests this as well. If you win, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do with the money?
What are you doing with it? What are you doing with it? Are you out? You going to Vegas?
I'm going to Vegas, bro.
You're gonna double it up and then invest half of it back in.
I'm gonna live the mouse experiment. I think I'm just gonna quit life. It's $100,000. No, like I have I see this. So it's funny because I did a little experiment and I wrote up a business plan with this thing, and it's everybody needs a personal AI agent. This isn't like a market that's going on, and some of the numbers that were coming up were pretty ambitious, but it's just like, it's a cool business. I want to make AI cool for other people. I have other companies that I want to build. $100,000 is a ton of money. I would be very grateful to win it. And it would go back into runway. It would go back into business. It would go back into APIs. And it would go back into creating a product that was stand above and just like having a lot of fun doing it. So it would go directly back into the business for sure. And just pay for APIs and the services, because they are not necessarily cheap, and probably for compute and just to continue to test and build.
Awesome. And then can you give some words of encouragement for future builders on Bags, or something that just motivates them to want to go the same route that you're going, essentially, which is launching coin on Bags and doing this whole thing?
All my life I've been like a marketing guy, operations guy, venture capitalist, and I've always been frustrated by development. You know, like I've been through the full gamut. My number one issue was always development. And right now is like the single greatest time in the entire history of the fucking planet to be a technologist and to be trying these things out. Absolutely anybody can go and download Google Anti-Gravity right now, completely free. And just type in, hey, build this. It doesn't cost you a cent. There's a free model. You can use the best models in the world. And it is single-handedly the greatest time to be out there playing. You know, like I would just encourage people who are intimidated to just go out there, download it, and you can do whatever, you can just do things. We're in the era of you can just do things, and you can just do things. I encourage people to just go out there, come up with a very simple idea, download Google Anti-Gravity, type something in. You know, like the rock stars of tomorrow are just the people who are persistent, people who don't stop, and people who have great ideas. You know, every single day the price of execution is coming down, and you can do whatever the fuck you want. And it doesn't matter what people say. It doesn't matter what you see on your screen. It doesn't matter what you see in front of you. You can be or do anything you want. And to launch a token on Bags and to get funded and to start to learn, it's just so much more approachable than you could ever believe. So I just encourage anybody who hasn't tried it to go out there, just tinker, just open it up. It's going to get easier, but you can get ahead of the pack right now by just going out and playing. So I wanted to say a huge thank you to Bags. I wanted to say thank you so much for having me on tonight as well. I really appreciate it. But it is a fucking amazing time to be alive. So go out there, open up a console. Just what do you got to lose? It's not going to swear at you. It's not going to bite you. Just type some stuff in there. See what happens.
Do you want to be a rock star? I do for sure.
Yeah, Iron Man.
I do want to quick shout out anybody that is oh shit, right here. Kin. So meetyourkin.com @meetyourkin. If you want to fuck around and find out, you can go and build your AI companion today. If you want to annoy Matt and have him help you set it up, he said he's available for you guys. So I plan on annoying him and seeing if I can get one of these set up, just being transparent with you guys. So I encourage you to do the same. If you want to get one of these, dude, look at this fucking thing, dude. Look at this thing. Hold on, sorry. I gotta go back to this.
I'm gonna potty mouth too. They're cute, they're fun. It's gotta be fun, man. People have gotta have, in this kind of a business, you build your customer base one by one. Also, I'm gonna mention this. There's 60 NFTs. The original ones will have a 5% share of the company for life.
It's out. They're out right now.
The minting is ready. The NFTs I'm going to kind of like mint one by one as people purchase them. But yeah, I mean they're
a whitelist.
What's that?
I want a whitelist.
Yeah. Well, there's
I get them, and then if you want to give me all of the whitelists, I'll resell them too.
Yeah.
Done deal. Done deal. We'll talk.
Fade is always hustling out here, dude.
Always hustling. Just give me all the whitelists. I'll go out. I'll get partnerships. Don't worry about it.
All right, good. Well, hey man, I really appreciate it, Matt, and it's been fun, and I really look forward to getting an update from you, maybe next week or something. So
definitely, thank you so much for having me. Really appreciate it, guys.
Thanks, Matt. Ciao.
All right, bro.
Ciao. We'll see you soon.
Holy shit, that was fun. Do you like the? I changed this halfway.
Dude, I was sick. I saw it. It just like popped up, and
it's like the GTA, like GTA.
Dude, I was thinking it was GTA. So that's true. Yeah, it worked out.
I wanna. So guys, this is our first Bags app hackathon stream. I'm gonna increase the quality a little bit. It's my first time getting this particular setup done, by the way, which I did fucking 20 minutes before Preston getting a test. Like I literally set everything up like
minute, but
15, 20 minutes before. But I think I want to lean into the GTA theme. I think like imagine stream ends and it's like mission accomplished.
Yeah,
and it has like
good. That's good.
You know?
Yeah.
Sick.
Yeah. Maybe we move some things around here and clean it up a little bit. But hey, not bad for your first stream back. And yeah, dude, I'm super excited to meet some new projects. So if you guys are listening to this and you have a project or you haven't launched yet, but you're going to apply for the Bags Hackathon, hit us up. Like, come on here, get yourself some exposure. Just so you guys know, like this is gonna be distributed out. It's not just gonna be here on X. Like, we have some plans for these streams, so we want to make sure that everyone who comes up on stream with us gets some extra exposure. So we're gonna do everything we can to help you guys out. So definitely hit us up. And yeah, dude, I appreciate you, Faded, for bringing me up here, bro. Like,
am I able to talk
a really
about
good idea.
what we got going on, the other thing, or no? Not yet.
Maybe in the future. Let's just say this.
Okay.
Let's just say this. If you have a project and you really want some crazy exposure, and you just happen to be going to Miami Consensus, or you just want some really good distribution there, hit us up and follow at FOMO House. Maybe you'll get a little bit more information there.
There you go. At FOMO House, HAUS. You go to FOMOHAUS.com. Look, I know he doesn't want to show it. I'm just going to show you guys the website really quick. Bam! All right, go really quick. Right there. FOMOHouse.com. Just go check it out. Just go check it out. I think it's worth it. But yeah, this is our first Bags Out Hackathon stream. We're going to be doing more of these. We're going to be getting better projects and more quality or quantity of projects overall. Also, one of my goals with this Bags App Hackathon stream series is I want to bring in some new builders too, right? I want to spend some time on fucking Reddit. I want to spend some time on fucking, bro, like all of these developer platforms and like fucking chat forums and shit. Like, let's tap in. That's a genuine thesis I have, is that Bags App is onboarding the smartest, most liquid people on the planet into crypto. There's nobody obviously getting a bunch of kids to trade meme coins. Like, yeah, some of them are going to get rich. If you get a bunch of smart fucking NASA level engineers into crypto, they're already making fucking 300 grand a year.
Yeah. I mean, you're not wrong.
They're already solving problems for companies like fucking Apple, Google, Amazon, Facebook, Netflix. Like, they're already working on trillion-dollar companies. Like, this is the talent pool that we want in crypto. Like, it should be that simple, in my opinion, you know?
Yeah, I agree. And I think if you're a company out there and you haven't raised any money, or you tried to raise money and you haven't been successful, I think Bags App is the perfect approach for you, because I mean, not only do you get a chance to raise some money, but you also basically go public on chain. You get involved into Web3, and you get exposure for your project or software or whatever it may be, and people will start using it. So like, you get real-time feedback on top of everything. So shout out Bags App. Shout out to everything that they're doing and how they're onboarding everybody into the Web3 space, and helping these startups, dude. It's just good to see.
Last plug for the hackathon, $4 million hackathon. It says Q1 2026. We don't know when they're ending this shit, guys. They could fucking rug pull us tomorrow. We don't know. So if you're working on a product,
you better get to it, because
dead ass.
We're at the end of Q1 here.
Dead ass. You got 3 weeks until Q1 is fucking over. So if you've been sitting on your ass for the last 10 weeks of 2026, you have nothing to fucking show for it, then you might as well throw your fucking hat in the ring. Do your own research. I was on this website last night with Preston for like a couple hours. We looked through dozens and dozens and dozens of projects. I'll be honest, guys. And look, we're going to get more of you builders on here, but a good majority of you guys are kind of mid, dude. Like, there's not that many crazy projects on here. If you want to end up in this top 100, I think the fucking pathway is clear. Have a good product, good idea. Come on to our show. Come shill us, soft shill us, hard shill us, fucking medium shill us, whatever kind of shilling us. Just come talk about it. And, I hope to see a lot more cool products out there.
Let's go. Let's go. This is great.
Cool. Anything else? Anything you want to end us with? We've been going live. We hit an hour and a half. Pretty decent show
Not
today.
bad, dude. Not bad. Make sure you follow You Faded Wealth and Preston Hardy, and I guess we're gonna keep continuing these.
Yeah. When should we do the next one?
Thursday.
Thursday. Same time. We'll just do same time.
Same time. Thursday.
Same time Thursday. So we have Oracle Soul Agent. We're going to be reaching out to a few more projects as well too. If you guys are available Thursday, we're going to be running it back. We're going to have more of you guys on here. If you haven't yet already submitted to the Bags Up Hackathon, please do that. It's $4 million. Like I said, it's pretty wide open for anybody to come in and make usage of that. Also, for the builders, we're going to be running clipping campaigns on clipur.com, clipur.com. If you want to make money by watching this content, you literally can. We are paying you to watch and distribute this content. This is very valuable content that people out there don't know about yet. So we are going to literally pay you to go share it with other people. If you want to sign up to clipur.com, we already have a few campaigns that are ending today. I got to get some payments sent out today as well too. I got a lot of other shit to hustle on. But appreciate you guys taking the hour and a half of your day, even 5 minutes, 30 seconds, 5 seconds of your fucking day to come check out this stream. Hopefully you guys enjoy the clips that are going to be coming out too. And hopefully you learned something today.
All right.
All right, y'all. Peace.